You got your own vlog going on right here.
Yeah.
Vlog going on here. Like, subscribe, and comment. That's right.
Hi, this is Allie Catch, and you're watching Cool TV.
Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to our very special AEW Dynasty 2025 prediction show. I'm Xlj the Og, joined by my other brother from my other mother, one Michael J. Duplessis. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing, boss?
I'm doing fantastic. And of course, also joining us is AEW diehard. You know him, you love him, the velvet voice god of Wrestle Talk. My dad, Pops, the best Gout Machine, my adopted father. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm amazing. I am pumped for Dynasty, and I'm ready to get this lemon party started.
Yeah, you are. I feel like this one kind of snuck up on us. I feel like we're just still talking about like Revolution or something, and like, oh damn, it's Dynasty time.
Like less than a month since Revolution, where I was at, by the way.
This is facts. There's a vlog to prove it. You should check it out if you haven't done so already here on Cold TV.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, Dynasty is this Sunday, and once again, AEW, you can criticize them all you want. You may not enjoy some of the builds or whatever. You can critique the fuck out of it, but regardless, they always deliver a pretty spectacular pay-per-view. And I gotta say, guys, this is looking like a pretty loaded show. With a total of 8 matches announced. So, that being said, let's get right into it. And let's run down the card for Dynasty from this Sunday, coming to you live from beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And up first, we have got the Owen Hart men's and women's tournaments are kicking off at Dynasty with arguably 2 of the most anticipated first-round matchups in the tournament. Of course, this past Wednesday on Dynamite, they did announce the tournament brackets. And keep in mind, not only will the winners win the prestige and honor of winning the Owen Hart tournament, but they also guarantee themselves a shot at the men's and women's championships at the biggest show of the year for AEW at All In. But kicking us off here first, we've got Will Ospreay going up against AEW's newest signee, Kevin Knight. And this is a big spot for Kevin Knight to be in right out the gate. But you know what? The guy deserves it. The guy is talented as fuck, man. Like, if you haven't seen Kevin Knight yet, go watch some of the stuff he's done in New Japan. Hell, just go watch the match he had last Saturday at Collision against Jay White, who, keep in mind, Jay White originally was supposed to be in the tournament. However, does have a serious injury, will be out for a little while. So our hearts and our prayers are with the Switchblade. But, guys, let's talk about this matchup. Let's talk about this Owen Hart tournament. First and foremost, what do you think of the field so far this year? In both, let's talk about the men's first, since we're talking this match.
Starting with me or him?
Either or. Anybody hop in. Tag it.
Oh, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great tournament. I mean, it would. I mean, they always are.
Yeah, they
and I
always
love
do good
tournaments.
tournaments. Yeah, AEW is always good at doing tournaments too. I mean, they love their tournaments. So, I think honestly, if you look at it, it's plain as day who's winning both brackets. So that's the only complaint I would have.
Kevin Knight.
Kevin Knight, yeah.
I kid.
But this will be. I would if I was doing this, I would open the show with this matchup because I mean this is just going to be just that crazy high flying Dave Meltzer 5-star affair.
Oh, this will be 5 stars, guaranteed.
No, this will be 5 stars by the time Ospreay does his entrance. 7 stars by the end of the match.
Yeah, Meltzer cream his pants once they like lock up. Like,
collar and elbow tie up.
Oh, into a Spanish fly off the 3rd rope into the audience. Yeah. But that's kind of how chaotic I think this one can be, like in ring. I mean, it's going to be a great matchup at the end of the day. Will Ospreay's winning it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a clean sweep here, Osprey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's winning the whole tournament. I think the finals is going to come down to Ospreay and Hangman. Although it's going to be interesting, who the hell is the mystery opponent or the wild card that will go against Hangman in the first round? Could be
Becky
anybody.
Lynch.
Becky Lynch, the man's entering the
Hey, men's men, hey.
pretty much you have on this bracket the winner will meet the winner between Brody King and Takeshita, which that's going to be a hell of a matchup. Also on the flip side, you have Hangman going against that wild card matchup, and you have Mark Briscoe going up against oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Who was the 8th guy that's in it? Not one of Don Callis' guys, was it? I cannot remember.
I'm looking up the brackets right now.
It's me.
It's the best Gout.
I'm taking it to
Are
Texas.
you the wild card, Gout?
Yeah, obviously.
Wild card is Gout. If anything's going to take Hangman out, it's going to be Gout.
Real quickly, I think, just throwing it out there and being totally serious, the wild card, Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle
Oh,
Fletcher? Oh, okay.
never mind. Kyle Fletcher's winning the entire thing. No, but I think the wild card could be a returning Keith Lee.
Ooh.
I would not be shocked by that. They
I would
did
love
say
that.
he was about to return.
That's long overdue. That is long overdue. I am here for it. So
I
we
miss
will
my
all,
big boy.
we will all bask in his glory if Keith Lee is back in this tournament. But I think at the end of the day, it's going into your biggest show. It's Ospreay's the guy. All right. I mean, it's got to be Ospreay. Like, I think he's winning the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be some great matches, though. Brody and Takeshita is going to be a fun one. I'm excited to see that.
Like, that's going to be a great match, but I kind of hate how they're doing Brody over and over again. Give this man, like, a chance to do something big.
Yeah, they put him in like a high-profile matchup, but then it's like he doesn't go over.
Let him win. Let him win.
Yeah.
Facts. I would love for them to pull a surprise and him beat Takeshita.
Ooh.
Let me throw this at you, this wild card. What if it ends up being a returning Darby Allin? Because then I think you could be like, well, you could see Darby win the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how long Darby's supposed to be out for.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he's not climbed Everest yet, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, that broken leg is still broken.
Yeah. Oh, is he still got broken leg?
Or I don't know why he was out this time.
No, I don't think he's got broken. I think he's just like training and getting ready to climb Everest. So, well, nonetheless, it could be literally a who's who could be that wild card, but it's gonna be a great tournament. It's gonna be a great tournament. But let's flip things to talk about the women's side of thing. And at Dynasty, we'll get the first round matchup, a battle of TBS champions, as the former champion Julia Hart goes up against your current champion, Mercedes Moné. I think this will be a great matchup. Have they ever met? I don't feel like they have.
Not that I know of. No, they haven't met.
No.
Yeah. This is going to be an awesome matchup. But at the end of the day, I think on the women's tournament too, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion who's winning it. And whether you love her or hate her, I think Mercedes Moné is walking out not only with a win at Dynasty, but she's going to win the whole damn tournament. And then you're going to get an epic matchup of what I could assume would be, well, we'll talk more about the women's match here the title match here in a little bit. But are we in agreement? Like, who's winning? Mercedes Moné?
It's Mercedes. He's a dumbass. I hate that one.
Tell us how you really feel, Mike.
Throwing a wrench in here because I hate predictable. I would like to imagine that Julia Hart will get a surprise win based on the fact that she herself is a former TBS women's champion and the match is not for the championship.
But it is part of a very prestigious tournament, though.
True.
Playing devil's advocate. That does lead to a main event match at one of the main event matches at the biggest show of the year for AEW.
Yeah, and you know they're gonna fucking feed that to Mercedes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
I feel like somewhere in here we're going to get something we don't expect.
if you
So
were
I am laying it down on Julia.
Papa Khan, listen to me closely, Papa Khan.
If he wants to do the right thing, he'll give this match to Julia. But he doesn't know how to do the right thing 99% of the time.
But if you were smart, you would realize you have one of the most red hot wrestlers in this tournament. You would let fucking Harley Cameron win this goddamn thing.
That would be genius.
That's what you should do. It's not going to happen.
What should happen?
Won't complain.
Not gonna
not complain.
But it should. But I think ultimately, what you're going to have is, because I'm a little surprised, because all signs pointing towards a matchup with Mercedes and Athena. Because remember, on the we've got Athena going up against Harley Cameron. So probably going to see that in the second round. I would.
Yeah, they're gonna give fucking Mercedes Athena's belt and give her all the fucking belts. And I hate this, and I hate Mercedes, and I'm about to have a heart attack.
Don't die on air.
Not right now. After the show.
Only when we're off the air. No.
And I want you to be there when I give Mercedes a foot rub.
It's gross. Them just making her a belt collector just infuriates me.
Yeah. But if we look on the other side of the tournament, I know you may want to pull, you got it on your phone, Micah, because I forget. I know Chris Statlander, because it looks to me like it'd be Statlander and Mercedes in the finals is the way I look at it. Because the other side of the tournament, I didn't think was, I don't want to say not as strong, but not as predictable. That way.
That match. Can I change my decision?
Sure.
I'm not going to.
That was funny.
I'm not.
Why?
Because I know you got Statlander's on the other end of the bracket. And I think, because it's yeah, that's right. It's Jamie Hayter and Billy Starks is in it. Yeah, which is exciting. And then then
it's Thunder Rosa and Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
And then Harley Cameron and Athena.
Athena, yeah. So the other side of it's going to be exciting too. With you got two friends, Statlander and Thunder Rosa, two huge staples of the women's division going at it against each other, and then you have Jamie Hayter, who is a former women's world champion. I mean, I could see her getting to the finals too. I mean, that would be epic if you.
The way they're building up Billy, though.
Yeah, I want to see Billy get a win, though. What if you have Billy Starks make it to the finals against Mercedes?
I would love that, because they've been teasing that also.
That could happen too. There's endless possibilities.
And Billy wins.
I would love that, but I think, like we all say, at the end of the day, it's Miss Monet, who is Michael's favorite wrestler of all time.
I would rather do 27 more surgeries than watch Mercedes wrestle again.
All right, let me throw this at you. You either watch Mercedes wrestle again, or you watch Giant Gonzalez versus The Undertaker from WrestleMania 9. That's your kryptonite, my friend.
I would rather watch that WrestleMania match. I really don't like Mercedes.
Wow.
I once paid $80 to meet her.
You did?
Yeah, and I would pay $80 more to rub her feet.
She should pay you $80 to rub your feet. I'm just saying.
I would rather meet her cousin.
Snoop Dogg.
Yes, I got that. But nonetheless, the Owen Hart tournament kicks off at Dynasty with both these men's and women's matches. Also, got a lot of gold on the line at Dynasty as well. We have got this one. Daniel Garcia defending the TNT Championship against one Adam Cole, baby, in a no time limit and no outside interference match.
So can I say something?
Yeah, of course.
I legit forgot Daniel Garcia was the TNT champion.
Yeah.
As most of the audience has.
I was thinking of that when I put the belt behind me. Where'd my belt go? Oh, it's up here.
when you popped this up pre-show, I was like, hold up, yeah, he wears
Yeah,
gold.
who is the champion?
Yeah. It's because can I ask you gentlemen the question? Does anybody remember the last time Daniel Garcia competed on Dynamite?
That's why, because I don't watch Collision, so
Yeah.
I don't know if he's
He's
competed on Collision. But
constantly featured on Collision, which is fine and all, but you need to be. He needs to be on freaking Dynamite, man.
I
one of
miss
the best
I miss
times.
a live collisions.
Yeah,
I think we all do,
And-
honestly.
yeah, and he's one of their better talents. And I legit forgot he was a champion.
But-
I'm sorry, Saturday is my poor night.
Yeah, you cannot interfere with watching Spider Babe 3. I get it. I totally.
That's
yeah.
not what I was expecting.
Yes, or the Bear Winch Project. But this one's been building for a little bit. Of course, they win a time limit draw at the Slam Dunk Collision. Thanks,
Okay.
NCAA tournament.
Okay, bad.
Yeah.
Huh?
Kobe. So no outside interference, no time limit. Can Daniel Garcia, can he retain his TNT championship? Or
No.
is this Adam Cole's to win? Because I feel like what are we doing with Adam Cole? Ever since he came back from the injury, it's been like we did the MJF feud, and God, that was terrible.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I've sort of kind of forget that Adam Cole is on top of forgetting about the TNT Championship. I also forget that Adam Cole was cool. I feel bad saying that.
It's crazy. I never in a million years thought, because he was so over. He was so over. And I never in my wildest dreams thought Adam Cole would just be like an afterthought. But I hate to say it, but he is.
He lost a little bit of mojo, and he needs to get that back. Because, man, I got video of me screaming my head off when he returned in L.A. a couple of years ago.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, wow.
I was there. I was privileged enough to be there when he made his debut in Chicago. And
Yeah.
it was one of the largest pops I've ever heard at any show. And
he's lost his mojo.
Yeah, it's insane to me. So do you think him winning, if he wins the TNT championship, that would help get his mojo back?
I hope.
I think it could. Because I think if they do with the faction now.
Yeah. Oh.
The elite.
Oh, yeah, the
Kingdom /
Yeah.
Yeah. If he wins the title and they correctly, I think they would really get his mojo back. I have Adam Cole winning.
This is like a double-edged sword. Both of these, honestly, this is one of those kind of weird situations, I think, where both of these guys desperately need to win. Garcia needs to win it for validation of his title run, because I'm sorry, but the title run's been kind of shit. Adam Cole needs this because he needs something. And it's just like, if you, let me ask you guys this. Let's say we flip the script here. If you put Adam Cole in that Owen Hart tournament, a former Owen Hart tournament winner, would you look at him as like a viable contender? You wouldn't, right? You'd just be like, it's to me, this is one of the most mind-boggling things I've ever seen unfold in the past several years in wrestling. Somebody that was so great, and he's still great. That's the thing; he's still great. So whatever we got to do, let's get the motor. I think Adam Cole has to win this. I'm going with Adam Cole.
Yeah,
he needs this. But man, I feel bad for Daniel Garcia too. But somebody's got to win.
I also have a prediction that since they are in Philadelphia, we're going to see a former alumni of a one ZZW win.
Oh, and Adam Cole
was a major part of ZZW.
Oh.
You know who he was in ZZW?
No, who?
A one Mia Yim.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was thinking that was like ROH. Yeah, that was CCW, wasn't it?
And he's a multiple television champion, wired champion, they called it.
Ah.
The Wired.
Yeah.
That was a cool belt.
I need to watch more Combat Zone wrestling.
Yeah, I do some marathon stuff and do an episode of Learn the Ropes on that if you haven't done that.
We did one, but we need to revisit it, I think.
Yes,
I
we
think
need to do more ZZW stuff.
Yes.
Maybe after WrestleMania season.
Yes. Well, we talked about titles on the line. We've also got your AEW World Tag Team Championships is on the line at Dynasty as the Hurt Syndicate defends against the Learning Trees, Big Bill, and Brian Keith. It's happening, I guess. Like, I think originally this was supposed to be like Brian Cage and Lance Archer in this spot, but Brian Cage got hurt.
Yeah.
Everybody hurt.
I don't want to nitpick. I don't want to take things apart, but this is like a dynamite match. This is a pre-show match. Like this is a piss break match. Sorry.
Because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah. The Hurt Syndicate's walking out with the gold. They're not going to drop it to the Learning Tree.
Can you imagine?
I love Brian Keith.
Yeah.
And like, kudos to everything Big Bill has done, but there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
And once again, I don't want to harp on it, but it is what it is. Oh my, how the tag team division has fallen drastically in AEW.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
it's
see the best.
Yeah, I feel like if we're comparing here, this is like this is almost reminds me of like the 2000s era of like WCW with like tag team. Like it's just like let's just put people together, and some of them are good.
Hey, you don't like both tag teams of the
all you had was Mark Jindrak and Sean O'Hare, or Chuck Palumbo and Sean
You
O'Hare.
put respect on Chronic's name.
And okay, you had Chronic.
Both tag teams in the Natural Born Thrillers? All 4 combos?
Yeah, and they dropped the belts like fucking every other week to like fucking somebody from the Billionaires. We're not talking WCW though. We're talking AEW.
That is another video.
Yeah, let's do an episode on the fucking
I'm just saying,
Blood
as of right now, their tag team division is looking like WCW, so we might as well talk WCW.
Yes. It is looking very WCW-esque, and not in a good way. I'm sorry.
So if it isn't obvious, I'm going with the Squirt Syndicate.
Yes, the Squirt.
Why do you do this every time I go to take drinks of water?
That's just a coincidence. You're just taking sips of water whenever I pop up. Like, bad timing. Because you needed a squirt.
Yeah. That's what we like to do in 3 ways when we talk about AEW shows and our 3-way prediction shows. We like to make Michael squirt.
Yeah, we like squirting in this lemon party.
Yep, I'm not showing this one to my friends.
Oh my, come on! I'm sure your rap battle buddies would love to see this now. But yeah, I think all in agreement. Hurt Syndicate's walking out with the gold.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, let's move on here. Now we're talking the AEW World Trios Championship, as we've got the Death Riders defending against Rated FTR. I have to say, I can't remember the last time where I was actually felt somewhat invested in a Trios Championship match. There's actually, this one's kind of interesting with what's been going on with Rated FTR here lately. Especially with like what's going on with Dax, man.
Dax is gonna stab Copeland in the fucking back, and I'm I don't know.
Does that mean he turns on Cash too?
I don't know
Maybe.
if they're both gonna turn on Edge or if he's gonna turn on the one. I forgot his name.
I mean, anything can happen.
FTR, I think this is going to lead to FTR breaking up, and we're going to finally find out who's the Shawn Michaels and who's the Marty Jannetty of FTR.
Wow. I never dreamed they would ever break up, too. That's kind of crazy. But
I don't like that because it just fucks up the tag division even more.
yes.
We had to sacrifice the tag division so we can get something in the trios division.
I guess.
Tony Khan made a wish to like an evil to a pentagram in the middle of the woods, and that's what he had to do.
When is the NFL draft? Like, he may be kind of occupied getting ready for that. Like, with the next piece of shit that he's going to
the last
draft
week
and
of
fail.
April.
Oh, that's it. There you go. He's busy with the draft, thinking of how he can sabotage the Jags again, probably.
The Jags are the only team I root for.
I knew you would say that.
I hate football.
But this feud's been going on a little while here with the Death Riders and Rated FTR. But yeah, I think this is ultimately leading to the implosion of Rated FTR. The Death Riders are walking out still champs.
Yeah,
I don't see him dropping it.
Yeah.
Wheeler Yuta, get
Yes,
a fucking
agree.
haircut, you emo looking bitch.
hey,
Fuck Wheeler
you
Yuta.
be
Fuck
nice to
him.
Beaker. You be
Be
nice
ni-
to Beaker.
Fuck Beaker.
Fuck him and his mom.
He came out of the Muppets TV show and got a bell, and he's trying to do right in the real world. You be nice to Beaker.
Look at me. Look at me. Remember, like, god dang, man. What was it, 3 years ago or whatever, when we actually got, like, Yuta and Moxley and, like, that crazy match on Rampage and stuff? I feel like we're
Covered in
so
blood.
far removed. We're
Yeah.
so far removed from that with Wheeler Yuta. It's just like, he's just there. He's just fucking there.
Yeah. He's Beaker, and he hangs out with Jason Segel on his time off.
God damn. If there's anyone in the world that could gain some muscle and a haircut,
Yeah. Cut your
fuck
fucking
Wheeler
hair.
Yuta.
Yeah, like look at this picture, right? Let's just dissect this down. Like, Claudio Castagnelli, like, look how stoic he is. Look how, like, the definition, you know. Look at Pac. I mean, Pac looks like he wants to fucking murder somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got fucking Wheeler Yuta over here, who looks like he wants to listen to a Minus the Bear album and talk about fucking Charles Bukowski's writings. Like, what?
I don't even know what Minus the Bear is, and that's hilarious.
It's a shitty band.
He looks like he got sent to his room for leaving his Legos on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, just everything about it. It's just like, it's weird. It's
my
weird.
issues with Pac, because all these guys, when they do promos, they're in jeans and white tees, and this motherfucker's in his wrestling gear 24/7, and it makes no goddamn sense.
If I looked like that, I would be in my fucking wrestling gear 24/7, dude. I'd be going to get my mail. I gotta go do my grocery shopping.
That's what he does. He goes to Starbucks in that in his gear.
I'd be going to, like, fucking my kid's soccer practice. I don't give a fuck. Look at me.
You know what the funny thing is it was probably an time, and then they're like, you know what? We're just gonna run with this gag.
He's like, okay. Well, I'm like, yeah. Have you? I can't. When is the last time Pac? Anybody seen Pac in street clothes?
Never.
I have never.
Never.
Maybe in the WWE.
No.
Maybe,
Every time he was in the WWE, it's the stupid the cape and the blue gear.
Wow.
God damn, I forgot about
that.
Make way for Willie.
You're welcome. But like I say, the big underlying stories here is the downfall, I think, of Rated FTR, and the Death Riders are once again going to retain. So now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of this show, and this by far, I think, is going to be the match everybody's talking about. This is going to be the biggest, maybe the Dave Meltzer, oops, I creamed my pants again match of the night. We've got this AEW International title is on the line in a three-way. I kind of like the three-way we're having here. With Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega defending the championship against one Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Samantha Irvin's husband. This one is going to be a barn burner, as they say. Of course, congratulations to Ricochet, you lucky bastard.
Beautiful.
How you did it, I don't know.
How did he do that? He's such a dork.
He's such a
He's not like a grade A piece of machismo such as myself, but I'm already taken with a lovely wife. Yoo-hoo!
Yes. But I was a little confused when they with the finish of that 4-way thing they did where to crown the number 1 contender. I thought that was kind of like, oh, okay. Why don't you just come out and just say you're going to do a fucking 3-way? It makes sense because I mean these guys are very similar. Has Mike, you're gonna know this? Has Kenny and Ricochet have they ever went a 1-on-1 with each other? I'm sure they probably have, right?
Yes, and I'm not.
PWG.
Yes, that is.
I live in LA. I never went to a single. Shame on me.
Oh man.
Yes, they battled multiple times in 2014. Most notably, Ebola in 2014.
Ooh, wow. And then you had
It was one of
Speedball
the big shows. I just couldn't remember what show it was. But yeah, Ebola.
But you think about that. That was what 2014, right?
Yeah. So 11
So we're
years.
talking 11 years ago. A lot has changed drastically between these guys. So
Ricochet had hair, and he was known as the Inner City Machine Gun.
Oh yeah, and he hadn't hit puberty yet either, right? Yes, that's right. But you had Speedball into the mix. That's going to make this an even more compelling matchup because you could do Speedball and Kenny 1-on-1. Holy shit! And that's another one. Have those two guys ever met 1-on-1 before, Mike?
Not that I know of.
That's
I assume Bolas, or I assume PWG as well. I could be way wrong.
But did you find something?
Or DDT Pro, or
Oh, I could see that. But I think this matchup has easily got the potential to be matchup of the night. This is the matchup. If you're convincing me to get the
holy shit,
they have
PW All-Star
Really?
Weekend. Yeah.
Wow. Look
young Speedball when he was still in the karate gear.
Oh wow. But I mean, Speedball already making a huge impact right off the bat with making his AEW debut as part of the Eliminator Costco qualifier number 1 contenders tournament to become the number 1 contender for this international championship. Gentlemen, who's walking out of Dynasty with that international title?
Kenny.
By God, Omega.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one Kenneth by God Omega.
Sure, it's going to be a 3-way, but we need Kenny to be going to All in Texas to go after Kazuchika Okada. But before that, he needs to win this lemon party.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, that's where we're going, is that matchup at All In, which that's going to be huge. But this is going to be a hell of a matchup. This is going to be one that I could see us talking about for years to come. This has got the equivalent to be like what Danielson versus Ospreay was last year for the Dynasty.
Yeah.
But you know what? We got a couple more matches we're going to talk about, and these could easily steal the show as well because these are some damn good championship matches, including this one right here. The AEW Women's World Championship is on the line as Timeless Toni Storm will put her championship up against Megan Bayne, the Megasis. And I got to say this. I have really enjoyed what they have done with Megan Bayne so far in AEW. I really have enjoyed the kind of her building her up as this badass because she is. If you watch GCW, you know how fucking awesome Megan Bayne is. And Toni Storm is doing some of the best work of her career. I mean, Timeless Toni Storm is to me, she is the number 1 most watchable wrestler in not only in AEW, but you could even argue in the entire world right now. I mean, she's just everything that woman does. Everything that comes out of her mouth, like it doesn't matter. It's just it's gold. It's fucking gold. So fucking talented. As we're transitioning now into this next feud, but coming off of that incredible feud and rivalry with Mariah May, it's almost kind of like, though, I hate to say this, but this matchup to me almost kind of feels like, when you get out of a serious relationship and you have that rebound relationship. That's kind of what this feels like is a
I
rebound.
didn't want to say that, but
You
yeah,
were thinking, right?
yeah.
Right?
This is just that one-off match in between the next big feud.
Yeah, because I would almost bet the farm they're going to do Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné at All In.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And no offense, I just want to see Megan Bain continue tag teaming with Penelope Ford because Joey Janela's tweets are great.
Yeah.
It's funny how that's like, well, my current with
Having
my
your
ex,
current girlfriend and your ex tag team on television and you tweet every week how weird it is phenomenal.
The one reason I wish I still had Twitter.
He does it every week, every time they're on television, and it's hilarious.
Joey's a lucky man. He's definitely got that big.
He's got 3 or 4 like smoke shows like back to back to back to back, and it's just like how you're missing tooth and your mohawk and your.
He has a personality of gold.
Yes, and hung like Too Cold Scorpio.
I was about to say he's got to be.
He got a big dick.
But we're not talking about Joey Janela's penis. No. We're talking about this women's world championship.
Hey, babe. I'm going to use.
I feel like at the end of the day, like this, I love Megan. I would love. It would be a shocker if she won, but I just don't think there's no way. Tony Storm's walking out still champion.
So I think it's going to be. I believe it's going to be Tony Storm. I don't think it's going to be Megan Bain. I don't think they're going to have her lose to another someone this soon. And I hope to God they don't give Megan Bain the same treatment as Deonna Purrazzo, where Deonna Purrazzo had that feud and then she's barely anywhere.
I was gonna say the same treatment they're giving Mercedes' ex-bodyguard. Because where the fuck is she?
Oh yeah, Camille ain't doing shit.
Yeah, she ain't doing nothing. Yeah,
she came and went.
Yeah, just like me. But still, I just feel there it is. I hate to say it, Gout, but I'm thinking the same thing as you. I think, okay, this is great. We've got Megan. She's a tremendous talent. We gave you to Tony. I don't know what to do with you now. You go back to catering. Like that. Yeah. I hate to say it, but I think that's what's going to happen. There's a track record here.
Though Megan could go back to Joey Janela and enjoy his big dick. His huge, veiny penis. That required a megaphone.
That did. He's got that type of big dick energy. Oh, Lord have mercy. But it should be a fun matchup nonetheless. And like I say, anything Tony Storm does, it's always great. So please, AEW, get on releasing those Thunder Tits shirt because I need one desperately in my life. I'm just saying.
I have Thunder Tits. It's contagious.
And glorious at the same time. Well, let's talk about it. Your main event of AEW Dynasty, the AEW Championship, is on the line as your champion, Jon Moxley, will defend against Swerve Strickland. And I think what you could easily say, this is probably...
We forgot a match, by the way.
Oh, what else is there? I didn't know there was anything else.
That stupid Jericho versus Ben.
Somebody said they're moving that to Final Battle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently they're moving that to
Still on the Wikipedia Dynasty page.
Yeah, apparently they're moving that to Final Battle. Or not Final Battle. What the hell is it?
Supercard of Honor.
Supercard of Honor. Thank
Yeah, they're
you.
not doing it during WrestleMania weekend this year.
Yeah, so apparently because originally that was slated for this show, but it sounds like they're going to move that to the Ring of Honor show. So
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
but this easily, I would say, is probably Jon Moxley's biggest threat that he's faced so far as AEW champion in Swerve. And here we are a year later. Remember last year, it was at this show, at Dynasty, where Swerve Strickland made history and defeated Samoa Joe for the AEW championship. He could easily do it here again. I think this one's been an interesting one in a sense of like you have like Swerve, like since he became number one contender, kind of stepping up in this role of like the quote unquote the leader, the locker room leader, the savior of AEW. Have you guys noticed that?
Yes.
And it's like kind of you've seen some maturity come out of there, but also too, I think a big like something that was huge happened this past Wednesday on Dynamite is that confrontation he had with Hangman Page and that rivalry and Swerve admitting to Hangman that like he deserved to have his house burnt down.
He done fucked up. Yeah.
He fucked up. He fucked up.
They're going to reconcile and kiss.
And they're going to open a what was it? A sock company or something?
An erotic bakery.
That's what it was. Bakery. Yes, erotic bakery.
It's in the stars.
Written in the stars. No. Man, like God, please, I want Swerve to win this so bad because I'm so sick of the fucking Jon Moxley Death Rider shit. But at the same time, too, Jon Moxley is a heel, is he not?
Yes.
And what is a heel supposed to do? Supposed to make you hate his fucking guts.
It's like you saw that video I did a few days ago.
I may have seen a thing or two there. Yes.
Because I was trying to, because people were talking so much shit.
You were spot on. Like it's he's doing his job.
Yeah.
Much as I fucking hate it, he's doing his job. Like who would have thunk like the fact that not seeing a championship belt like for 6 months or whatever it's been would piss people off as much as it's done, but it has. Let me throw can I throw this at you guys? Like, and this is kind of not related so much to the match, but still to like the build of this match. Does anybody find it awkward when fucking Renee Paquette is fucking interviewing Swerve? And it's just like she's talking shit about your husband.
I feel that way with anytime any Renee interviews anyone John feuds with.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Because they put it out that they're married. Like, yeah, fuck your husband. Like, if I'm Renee, I'm
trying to find your husband.
And then like Jon Moxley's like this, he's this mass. He is the top heel in AEW. He's the evil, like mastermind or whatever you want to call it. That is wanting to set the path straight for AEW, whatever or however you want to say it. And it's like you have Renee that doing these interviews. It feels weird. Like it almost feels like, well, fuck, you should just turn Renee heel or something. But I don't know, just kind of weird.
When she was interviewing Swerve at one point, I was like, Moxley just hurt Willow.
Yeah,
and she was there getting a checkup on fucking Willow, whom your husband did that to. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
My wife was over here agreeing with you violently.
It's like, why are you doing this? I'm so confused. Like, how can you be rational? Like, I mean, come on, this is the father of your children, for God's sakes. Like, it's
my wife just whispered to me, "That's their foreplay."
That's their well, it could be like a little
Renee
good cop,
like
bad cop.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
There's some stuff we don't know about.
I think Mox was like, "Hey, babe, let's mix some broken glass into our lovemaking tonight."
He seems like someone who would fuck to his ZZW matches.
Let's cover each other in broken glass and listen to some Isley Brothers.
Let's get it. Oh, fuck, glass. Let's get it on.
He's definitely fucked younger.
Oh, yeah.
Hep C, you're contagious. Touch me, baby.
But you got to pick a winner in this one. This one's the toughest one, I think. But and that's another thing I want to say too. Here we are in this title reign, and it's like now, like, okay, Mox's days are numbered, right? Like, I don't see him holding that belt another 6 months or anything. Like, so we're getting to that crescendo of the title run where it's like, okay, it's coming, you just don't know where. But does it happen in Philly? Does it happen this Sunday? I knew you were going to say yes because it's your boy. Tell us why Swerve's walking out the champ.
He's from Washington.
I think a few things. First off, again, we're in Philadelphia. 2 ZZW alumni. I feel like this match is going to get violent. But I also think it has a lot to do with someone who interferes and tries to help, who's going to help Swerve. Try to interfere. I think Adam Page comes to his senses and helps Swerve.
Ooh, that's compelling.
I think Swerve saying "I know" clicked, and it was like, "Oh, okay, we might be able to be on the same page." No pun intended with that.
The same Adam Page.
Yes. And
like, okay, we have a common enemy here.
Yeah. It could happen. I mean, and I think it's interesting too. You like,
and I said dickheads because that's a common phrase in Philadelphia.
Wicked
awesome. Wait, that's Boston.
It's true. I was there last year. Yep. I seen it. Let me. So here's the thing with this. Like, if Hangman, I do think you're right, Mike. I think Hangman does get involved in this one somehow. I think what's going to happen is it's going to be the typical shit. Death Riders come down, do their fucking thing. Yeah, and then you got like whoever comes down to stop him, and then you get Hangman at the end. But I think what happens is Hangman is going to, like, let's say, hit him with the belt, right? Hangman's going to hit Mox with the belt. Mox ducks, he hits Swerve, and ultimately costs Swerve the title. I think that's what's going to happen. Or cost Swerve the match, I should say. Because as bad as I want Swerve to win this one, I think Jon Moxley retains. I don't think Jon Moxley's going to drop the belt until All In. I think that's where we're going with this. Gout. Papa.
Look, and listen to Daddy right now. I think Moxley, unfortunately, is going to win. I feel like the Death Riders story is not over with. The championship of the briefcase not over with. I feel like if it isn't for All In, which I think it's going to go all the way to All In, like this still has a couple of months of story to go. As much as everyone really hates it, I know that when Mox holding that belt, when he loses it, the crowd is going to jizz their pants so fucking hard. People are going to be so happy, and people are going to cry knowing that he is no longer champion. So it's not going to happen now, though, folks. Not going to happen in Philly. I'm sorry. I love Swerve. Let me kiss him on the forehead if I ever got the chance. But it's not going to be him. Mox wins.
Yeah.
Bitches.
I hate to say it, but I think he retains here. Like, and I really thought for some reason he was going to drop it last month at Revolution, but nope, didn't happen. If it didn't happen then, I hate to say it, I don't think it's going to happen at Dynasty. But man, it would be awesome if Swerve did walk out. But then here's the interesting thing with this is like, where do we go from here with Swerve? If he doesn't win the championship, he's not in the Owen Hart tournament. Where does Swerve go?
You can team him back up.
Now I kind of tapped with what?
One key
with Keith Lee.
Oh.
Now could be Keith Lee. Now, I tap danced around this last, I think at the last show, but I think him and Hangman, they will mend their fences to the point where they will
become
join forces.
and be tag champs.
And that's a team that could beat the Squirt Hindus. Syndicate. Squirt Syndicate.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have drank. They took a drink when I said that, sir.
But I think this will be a bloody affair too. And one thing I like that Mike touched upon here, it's literally because both these guys working in CCW was completely different eras, right? They never worked in CCW, right?
Yeah, completely different eras. Because he joined a month or two after John hit NXT.
Interesting. Yeah, so and both of these guys, I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, Mike, but both these guys were like top tier, like faces of the company for CCW at one point, right?
Both ZZW heavyweight champions.
There you go.
Both both main evented their big events. Cage of Death, Tournament of Death, Best of the Best. Yeah, no, these guys were faces of two different ZZW.
This is I can tell you one thing, you can guarantee that this is gonna be there will be blood at this one, and this is gonna be a violent match. Considering you had Mox coming off getting slammed on the spike, and then you got Swerve's been injected with needles in his face and shit.
You better bring them tampons to Philly.
Yeah, you better. But this looks like a fun show overall, Dynasty. It's like obviously it's kind of a quick turnaround, but I think you got a couple good matches, and I think it's a couple that could surprise you. Do you guys, in closing, let me ask you, do you have any bold predictions or anything outside the box we haven't talked about you think could happen at Dynasty? Any debuts, returns?
No. Not really.
Pregnancies?
That was wild. There's no any spots for a debut or return to happen, in my opinion. I don't see a debut return hitting anywhere.
Which that could make for a great surprise.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Keith Lee or who else is gone? Danhausen. We need a Danhausen return now.
Yes.
Oh my God, make him be the wild card. Oh my God, I'll be so happy if he's the wild card.
You are such that was cute. That was
Do you know what would be a great return?
What's that?
Adam Cole wins the TNT. Then Wardlow comes out.
Ooh, War Daddy.
Oh my God, what if he's the wild card?
Ooh, that would be nice.
I have pictures of both of them.
Naked.
I need Wardlow to return.
Yeah.
Because
I miss our War Daddy.
Oh, damn War Daddy.
What
do you guys think of MJ? You think MJF helps out the Hurt Syndicate? Because it seems like he's.
I would not be shocked for that.
Yeah, which is
he
weird.
helps him. He'll be like the Sami Zayn in the Bloodline, but not much of a golden retriever vibe.
That's
weird. But nonetheless, Dynasty is going to be, like I say, I think the best way to sum up Dynasty is it's going to be a fun show, man. It's just going to be a fun show. You all don't need to break it down, critique it, because we just did in this past hour.
Yeah.
And number two, just enjoy it. Just enjoy wrestling. Touch the grass and enjoy wrestling. Yes, we know.
Supposed to be fun.
Yes. And yes, we know the biggest show of the year is literally right around the corner. I get it. Everybody is talking about Battle Riot. Yes, I know.
Yes, Battle Riot 7 this Saturday from Los Angeles, California. It's going to be live on on YouTube. The show has been sold out 2 times because they sold out now, and they were like, we're going to go to a bigger place, and it's sold out there. I'm going to be there second row for MLW Battle Riot 7.
I actually am excited about that.
Cannot wait.
That's gonna be a fun
Dude,
one.
Hechicero's going to be there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say biggest Mania.
Hell,
Yeah, 'cause-
I'm excited for Mania, but I'm more excited about the collective, really. But
My
another.
friends are battling at Wale Mania on
Oh,
Netflix. And I'm
nice.
kind of hyped for my friends.
The Wally Mania's on Netflix. I didn't know that.
They're putting it on Netflix.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wonder if they're gonna put
Am I
any
gonna
other
watch
WWE shows on Netflix.
Wolf,
Maybe they're gonna put some of those after hours shows on there. Sky's the limit.
Can we finally get real sex on Max? God, I've been just fighting for this. I weirded out Lee Moriarty on Blue Sky the other day when I brought that up.
What the hell did he say?
Oh God, he showed a picture. He showed a picture of Jushin Thunder Liger, old. Like, look at the camera like this.
Oh my god. So, that's hilarious. Well, in closing, before we get off here of our Dynasty prediction show, we gotta get a quick and plug a Palooza. Let's Gout. Papa. Tell us.
All right. Where you can find me, I'm the notorious BGM, the best Gout Machine. Read that. Take a screenshot of that. Find me on TikTok, Blue Sky, YouTube. I guess I'm on a couple other ones, like, what was that, Snap? Whatever the hell, I don't know. I'm on everything, and especially on YouTube. Now, keep an ear out, because you might be able to find me on Spotify in the future. I have a secret, and you're going to find out eventually. But yeah, look up at Gout Machine. I am the greatest thing in the entire world. I am the Megan the Stallion of Wrestle Talk and Dick.
I thought there was going to be more to that, but that was funny.
That was fine. All the people need to know, Dick. Michael, tell us where we can find you, brother.
MJ the Plus is 1992 on all social media platforms. YouTube, you can catch me here on every other Thursday on Cole TV for learning the ropes. I can't wait for next week's episode. That's going to be super fun. You can also catch me on World Championship Wreckage with the Watch On Crew and Queen's Court and Netflix and Raw. Also on Rivet City Radio as a 6-man whenever they need me. Also with Off the Top Media. Yeah, that's it.
There you go. Oh, you got one last thing to say?
Fuck.
Fuck.
Is that Maki?
Yeah.
That is Maki.
It is Maki Ito.
This thing's covered in wrestling stickers.
That is glorious.
That's great.
Beyond.
And Daria?
And Daria.
Yeah, and Daria.
Nice.
Shit. Better represent.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us here on our AEW Dynasty prediction show. And as always, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
Best
Everybody
slimming party
enjoy
ever.
Dynasty. Yeah. Everybody enjoy Dynasty. And don't forget to take protection because you're going to need it in that Mox and Swerve Strickland match. Bye.